Hi everyone, it's Ash here, and today I'm going to talk about The Girlfriend, Amazon Prime's the newest TV show. It's really great. I almost watched it in one set or something like that. Maybe, 3 episodes from one night and 3 episodes the other night. But I think that it's a really big success, especially who has addict to watching TikTok and Reels all the time. So yeah. Without any spoiler, if I have to say something about this show, is 6 episodes and it has a really basic topic when you first talk about it. It's just that Laura, the mother, and the Daniel, the son, and the son's girlfriend, Cherry, and the relationship between them. It's basically mother-in-law situation, but it got worse, very bloody, very traumatizing. It's really dramatic to watch it, You might ask why this topic can be so much interesting because they use the dual perspective. What is dual perspective? So let's just choose the main character, Laura, the mother, and the Cherry, the girlfriend. So we watch this whole story from their perspective. First, we watch a scene, the first meeting up, the girl with the Cherry. We watch it from the Laura's paw. And then second, we watch this meeting from the Cherry's paw. And it really got, more exciting because when you watch the first poll from Laura's side, it was just like, Cherry seems so, doesn't know what to do, in front of a family. She doesn't know how to dress up. She seems really not good person. When we watch it in Cherry's poll, it seems like everything kind of normal. And she has some reason. If something is happening there, which is some uncomfortable, also Daniel's fault, aka the boyfriend's fault too. But we couldn't even solve this visions from Laura's poll because Laura was, so believes that this girl is not good enough for my son, she is not a good person, blah blah, all of that. And we all this tension is keep getting up and up until you just got, oh my god, what just happened? What I'm watching it, and it's really good. Every time something happens, you just feel like, oh my god, so do I have to trust Cherry or do I have to trust Laura? But in some part, you have to trust one of them, 100% sure. By the way, I recommend you to watch the series in just one sit. To be honest, you are going to watch it in one sit because like I said, every episode, every time you watch another part, you just keep want to see more, like what is going to happen. The tension is always high. So my recommendation is get a maybe Friday night or Saturday, like all day is yours. You don't nothing to worry about. You don't have any plans. Just grab some snacks and sit down and watch it, especially in this winter. Raining outside, make yourself a cozy watch. It will be great. So back to the spoiler part. We start to watch this show as Laura's part. So it's so natural to, supporting Laura a little bit more because it's just, a normal life. She's a really normal person. And that Cherry comes to her life, kind of taking his son. You almost believe that Cherry still one of her Jerry, which is, it was really fucked up. And Laura was always believing that she is just another girl, she's dangerous, she's deal with his ex-boyfriend, she's not someone too good, she's not wealthy like us, she's a gold digger, something like that. You kind of start believing her because in her way to look at it, Cherry was too much, how can I say that, she wasn't even care about she is. But you watch Cherry's part, Cherry is kinda a little bit someone who get what she wants because she didn't even grow up a rich family. She had really unfortunate bad things with her parents, and she has to be someone very, not a kind this is not a bad way, but she got what she wants. she's ambitious, she's really powerful in some weird ways. And to Laura, all these things are so dangerous to make Cherry. In some parts, I kind of believe that Cherry doesn't love Daniel. She just, they have, really high sexual tension, and she just wants to be a rich. That's what I believe in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie about it. But when after the fake death of Daniel, I was like, oh my god, Cherry was actually in love with Daniel, and I felt so sad for her because she wearing the closet of Daniel after she learned what happened. It was too sad because even though my boyfriend leaves the house, even though he's going to come back one day later or something like that, I wear his pajamas sometimes. I was like, oh my god, Cherry. I really sad for her, and I was really, okay, you know what? I didn't even supporting their relationship that much because Daniel was such a something else that I don't like. But I was like, okay, you know what? She actually loves him. She really does. So she deserve that. I want them to get a happy ending, both of them. And Cherry got really lost after the Daniel's fake death. She was like, you know what, this is not me. Maybe I lost my job, I lost everything, but I'm going to take everything what I lost. And in that point I was like, okay, you know what, this is what I like. She is really strong. She's going to take what she wants. I like her character in that after episode 5 or something like that very well. But let's just talk about Laura a little bit. As we learn, Laura was also lost her daughter at a very early age. That's really sad, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. It's really traumatizing, but that doesn't make you right about being obsessed with your other and the only son that you have. He's 28, really not a child. It's really adult, and you're so obsessed with him in a really obsessed way. You just want to get rid of his girlfriend, and you just lying about your son's death. In a bad situation, in my general life, I always like to talk positive. Because that's what I believe. We all do that, manifesting, talking positive, taking all of those positive things from the world. That's what I believe. And in that way, you just keep talking about my son is dead. We don't want to see how oh my gosh, she's so, I don't know. Okay, of course this is so crazy, but why? Tearing apart someone's life just like that. It's so fucking selfish, so fucking evil. Let's just say you did it. You just want to get your son from that girl. You just think she's evil. Okay, whatever the fuck. Why the fuck you just keep messing with her life? Why just keep playing her career? She's really not rich. She has one job that barely gives her money, and you also want to take that from her. That's so fucking selfish and evil. And you know what? You got what you deserve. You lost all your clients, you lost all your artists because, karma is a bitch, If you want someone to lose their job, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose your fucking job. When, just one time Cherry and Laura they were having a great time on the vacation. They went to the shopping, and Laura said that, you know what, I'm going to take you this perfume because that's my smell, and Daniel loves that. That was so uncomfortable, guys. It was really oh my god. And also, one of the scenes that, when Daniel's birthday was coming, Laura was there, Daniel was on the bed, half naked, he was lying on the bed, half naked. Cherry was there, wearing a really sexy outfit, you know what I'm saying? And Laura was there, sitting on the bed, what the fuck? It's really unprepared situation, and she was sitting there talking about, okay, we are going to do in your birthday, and Cherry was like, oh, you know what, I already did the plan, so sorry for that. And after that scene, in Laura's paw, Cherry and Daniel kissed it so hard in a really sexual way, and Cherry was looking at Laura's eyes, but in Cherry's paw, that didn't even happen. They just kissed so normal. So, like Laura seeing Cherry as a really bad bitch who just, fucking with my son, but their boyfriend and girlfriend, that's what they're going to do. So maybe you don't interrupt their day. Maybe you don't have to show up in their fucking bedroom when they both of them half fucking naked. Like, what is wrong with you, Laura? Stop, bitch. Okay, I want to talk about a little bit Daniel. Okay, Daniel is also kind of annoying. Okay, your mother is already obsessed with you, but why? Like, you kind of can't stop that as well too. You are 27, 28 or something like that, and you're rich. Why you're still living with your parents? Okay, some people, that's what I saw on the TV Time app. If you don't know, it's a really great app. This is not sponsored, by the way. We are talking about, TV shows on the comments there. It's really nice. Some people say that living with your parents in that age is normal. Guys, it's normal too in my culture too, not gonna lie. Well, I'm living alone, but in Laura's, like in their culture, I feel like that's also not normal too, because they are really, really rich. So it shows that how Daniel is, kind of a little bit obsessed with his family, and he is not a strong character to do something like himself, and he was so easily get in love with Cherry was also another issue. Like, he's just so easily fell in love with, he's kind of how can I say this, attention whore. Okay, in the end of the TV show, it was kind of, the whole storyline was okay, good, but I never want to Laura's die like that, because to be honest, okay, I hated her, but not like that. Maybe I just want her to, Cherry win all the stuff, and she couldn't even do something like that. That would be enough. But dying like that, and like that, beginning of the TV show, we met with Daniel, like Daniel kinda screaming, kinda get a joke to Laura, like, I'm going to, drown you there, something like that. We really got scared, and that's how we met them. That's how their first scene and their last scene, like, unfortunately Daniel like accidentally killed his mother like that. It was really sad, tragic, poetic way to that two scenes. It was kind of brilliant idea to do that. And yeah, but in the last minute, Daniel find out what kind of Cherry it is. I'm not gonna lie, when I watched it, I was like, oh my god, what is going to happen? I didn't get like that. I was just like, Cherry is a clever person. They were just going to have a really big talk, and in the end of the day, Cherry is going to make sure that all of this shit is lie. And I'm 100% sure in the end of the day, Daniel is going to apologize to Cherry, like, sorry, I believe that thing. You're right, my mom was crazy, stuff like that. They just make that scene to ending the show in a really high way, like, oh my god, like, what happened, like that. It was great still, but like, I don't mean like it's so easy for Cherry to explain all of this stuff. But one thing that I did not understand, that like two things. First, why, like, Laura, she's kind of clever woman, she's really successful, and how the fuck she believes that, pretending like Daniel is dead, and Cherry is never ever going to find it out. Like, what the fuck? I don't think that this is a scenario issue. That scenario, like, this is not something about the scenario. This is actually Laura something could do, although she seems so clever. She will do a mistake like that because she's so selfish and she thinks that she's the most clever person, whatever the fuck. And the second one is, in that house, to be honest, see that house, it's, oh my god, a fucking dream. I wish one day. But in that house, bad things happen. Like, I'm not going to recommend, what Laura happened. And they were still living in that house. Like, for fucking real? Like, after all of this, I didn't understand that. But yeah, I like this TV show. I'm not gonna lie. Drama was there, love was there. It was really great. 6 episodes, fine. I like this TV shows like that, and I will keep watching and recommending you in this my channel. I hope so. And yeah, that's all I can say for this TV show. I hope you like this video, and I will be waiting you on the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe my channel. Bye.